What if one man understood reality better than anyone else in history? He lived in the 1400s, but thought like someone from the future. His genius wasn't talent. It was something far more unsettling. What looks like failure might be the highest form of intelligence, and that's exactly why he changed the world. What if curiosity is the real source of power? While others focused, he expanded, and that changed everything. What looks like distraction might actually be a hidden advantage. Leonardo didn't just observe reality, he decoded it. The line between brilliance and chaos is thinner than you think.
Power is not given. It is taken. It moves in silence. It controls perception. Psychology of power. Master the mind. Control the game.
What if the most powerful mind in human history was never focused? What if the secret to genius is not discipline, but obsession without boundaries? What if the greatest breakthroughs in history did not come from mastering one thing, but from refusing to ignore everything? Leonardo da Vinci didn't fit into a category. He broke them. He didn't follow a path. He dissolved it. Painter, engineer, scientist, inventor, philosopher. None of these labels are enough, because Leonardo was not operating inside a system. He was the system. In a world that rewards specialization, he expanded. In a world that values speed, he slowed down. In a world that seeks answers, he lived in questions. And that is where everything begins. Because what made Leonardo dangerous was not what he knew, but what he refused to stop asking. Childhood. What creates a mind that never stops questioning? Is it education, discipline, or is it something far more unpredictable, like freedom? Leonardo da Vinci was born in 1452 in Vinci, Italy. Not into power, not into privilege, but into something far more disruptive: uncertainty. He was illegitimate, excluded from traditional structures, denied the rigid education that shaped other minds. And what looked like a limitation became his greatest advantage. Because while others were trained to follow systems, Leonardo was left alone with the world, and the world became his teacher. He didn't memorize, he observed. He didn't repeat, he explored. As a child, he wandered through fields, through rivers, through silence, watching water bend around obstacles, watching birds cut through the sky, watching shadows move across stone. And something subtle began to form, a mind that did not accept reality, but investigated it. Psychologically, this is rare. Most people are trained to seek answers. Leonardo became addicted to questions. The power of observation. What if the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is not intelligence, but attention? What if seeing deeply is more powerful than knowing quickly? Leonardo believed that all knowledge begins with observation, not theory, not assumption, not inherited truth, but direct, unfiltered experience. He trained his eyes like instruments, precise, relentless, patient. He didn't just look at the human body. He studied how muscles move beneath the skin. He didn't just see light. He analyzed how it bent, reflected, dissolved into shadow. He didn't just paint expressions. He captured transitions between emotions, moments most people never notice. And this is where his genius begins to reveal itself. Because Leonardo understood something most people ignore. Reality is layered, and those who see more layers understand more deeply. His masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, is not just a portrait. It is a psychological illusion, a study of perception, a face that changes depending on how you look at it. And that is not art alone. That is observation, pushed to its absolute limit. Anatomy. What if understanding the human body was the key to understanding life itself? What if beneath the skin lies the blueprint of reality? Leonardo crossed boundaries others feared. At night, in silence, he dissected human bodies, not out of morbid curiosity, but out of necessity. He needed truth, not interpretation, not theory, truth. He mapped muscles with surgical precision, traced nerves, studied the mechanics of movement, how a hand grips, how a spine supports, how life sustains itself, centuries before modern medicine would confirm his findings. Leonardo had already seen it, but more importantly, he connected it to art, to engineering, to philosophy. Because to him the body was not separate from the world, it was a reflection of it. This is where his thinking becomes revolutionary. He didn't divide knowledge, he unified it. Inventions. What if the future was already imagined, long before it was built? What if innovation is not about technology, but imagination without limits? Leonardo designed machines that should not have existed, flying devices inspired by birds, mechanical systems powered by human motion, weapons engineered with terrifying precision, diving suits, bridges, machines that mirrored life itself. And yet, most of them were never built, not because they were impossible, but because Leonardo lived in a different relationship with ideas. For him, thinking was creation. The act of imagining was as powerful as building, but there was also another force at play, perfection. Because Leonardo did not chase completion, he chased truth, and truth is never finished. Perfectionism. What if genius is not about finishing, but about refusing to settle? What if the reason greatness is rare is because most people stop too early? Leonardo started more than he completed. Paintings left unfinished, projects abandoned, commissions delayed. To the outside world, this looked like failure, but inside his mind, something else was happening. Iteration, refinement, evolution. He would revisit ideas again and again, not satisfied, never satisfied, because every answer led to a deeper question. Psychologically, this reveals a tension. Genius exists between creation and dissatisfaction. Most people create to finish. Leonardo created to understand. And understanding has no endpoint. Multidisciplinary thinking. What if focusing on one thing is the fastest way to limit your potential? What if intelligence expands when boundaries disappear? Leonardo refused specialization. He moved freely between domains. Art informed science, science informed engineering, engineering informed philosophy, and philosophy informed everything. This created something rare, cross-domain intelligence. The ability to take an idea from one field and apply it to another. This is where true innovation happens. Because breakthroughs do not come from repetition, they come from connection. And Leonardo was a master of connection. The notebooks. What does a genius write? When no one is watching. What does a mind reveal when it is completely free? Leonardo's notebooks are not organized. They are not polished. They are alive, filled with sketches, ideas, questions, fragments of thought, some brilliant, some incomplete, all interconnected. He wrote in mirror script, backward, almost as if he was hiding his thoughts, or perhaps protecting them from a world not ready to understand. These notebooks are not records, they are windows into a mind in motion, a mind that never stops. Controlled chaos. What if genius looks like chaos from the outside? What if disorder is actually a higher form of order? Leonardo's mind was not linear, it was expansive. He would jump between ideas, from anatomy to architecture to flight within moments. But this was not distraction, it was pattern recognition, a network of ideas connecting across disciplines. This is how innovation is born, not from focus alone, but from integration. Procrastination. What if delay is not weakness, but incubation? What if time is part of thinking? Leonardo delayed constantly, frustrated patrons, ignored deadlines, left work unfinished. But during that time, he was thinking, expanding the idea, allowing it to evolve. This challenges a modern obsession. Speed equals productivity. For Leonardo, depth was more valuable than speed, because speed produces results, but depth produces breakthroughs. Philosophy of beauty. What if beauty is not subjective, but mathematical? What if harmony is something you can measure? Leonardo believed in structure, proportion, balance. He studied geometry, nature, the golden ratio, patterns that repeat across reality, and he applied them to everything: art, architecture, design, because to him, beauty was not decoration, it was truth expressed visually. Legacy. What remains? After a mind like this disappears, what survives? When genius dies. Leonardo da Vinci died in 1519, but his mind never did. His ideas spread, influenced generations, shaped science, redefined art, changed engineering, because he didn't just create work, he changed perception. He redefined what it means to think. Finalizing. What if genius is not intelligence? What if it is something far more dangerous? Curiosity that never stops. Leonardo da Vinci was not the best at one thing. He was the most curious about everything. And that changed history. In a world that tells you to focus, he expanded. In a world that rewards speed, he questioned. In a world obsessed with answers, he stayed in uncertainty. Some people learn, some people master. Leonardo connected, and in doing so, he saw what others could not. Power shapes history, but psychology